But I mean, there was a fly in my water for 2 days. Like that, on that I have some legitimate cause for concern. Like I base my whole day around Nan's schedule. Like she says 4 p.m. works for her for walking, and I'm like, great. 4 is great, even though it's not my preference. But then if I plan on 4, and it's usually like 4:30 or 5, I'm just sitting around waiting. I just don't feel very respected, like as a being. I've had thoughts about, and this sounds crazy now that I say it, but I've had thoughts about literally pissing on the floor, like right where she throws her shoes. I thought about that, like I would never do it, but still. And then, you know, at the same time, I wish I didn't get so passive aggressive. I'm just so bad at standing up for myself. I am such a people pleaser. It's like, no matter what, at the end of the day, I just want to feel like everyone's happy and everyone loves me. And I'll do whatever it takes to get that feeling. Maybe that's okay. I mean, I don't know. So in our last session, Cheryl was like asking me questions, and then she was just like, how do you deal with your loneliness? Like, it was this thing that was out there that like everybody knew. And I was like, of course, like, what are you talking about? I'm totally fine. But now I'm realizing, you know, she's right. Like, and then I'm wondering, when did I get so lonely? And like, how does everybody else but me know about this? And I think it must have started when Nan took time off last year and I wanted to really focus on bonding and kind of let everything else fall by the wayside. And then now that she's going back to school, and of course I'm like super happy for her and that's fantastic and all, but now I don't really have anybody. I'm just kind of by myself a lot. And I mean, I have a ton of friends, like a ton of really, really great friends, but I want something deeper. I'm turning 7 and, you know, really trying to not be hung up on a number, but sometimes I start thinking about, you know, what my life could have been. When I was younger, like, who did I think I would be by the time I was 7? I remember I would have these amazing dreams. And it's cliched, I know, but I would just be chasing and loving the feeling of being strong and fast, and the smells are just so overpowering. And it didn't even matter what the object was, it was all I needed just to be in chase. Whereas now it's like I sleep all the time, but I'm never really sleeping, you know? Not like that. I haven't slept like that for years. I have so much. Things aren't perfect, sure, but there are a lot of dogs, like a lot of dogs, that would kill for what I have. So, yeah, but I guess everyone ages. Sometimes I have these like animal instincts. Like when I was younger, I would feel totally normal and calm, and then all of a sudden it would come over me and I would have to tear something apart or break something, and that was like allowed for some reason. Whereas now it's like, if I even come close to thinking about doing something like that, Nan looks at me like I'm a monster or something. But today, Nan left and she left the back door open a little bit, and I guess I totally lost it, like completely lost it. And I ate Tony's fish. And of course now there's these endless punishments and talking it through and why it was bad and not a healthy choice and not respectful. But you know what? I loved it. Maybe Nan can be this like stable, happy citizen, and maybe I'm part wolf, you know? Maybe I'm not so easy to domesticate. I think it's important for Nan to realize that about me, you know? I have this wildness in me, and she can't change that. It might sound silly, but something I really, really care about is that every morning, Nan and I have our special time. Like, part of it, of course, is the physical relief, but really it's time. Like, quality time, which we have like so little of now. And to be honest, I feel like she's not been that emotionally present. It's like she's just going through the motions, and I feel like saying, look, I know it's not awesome, but it's what we have, and I'd appreciate it if you'd like show up relationally for once. But then this morning, like, something like totally changed. Nan was like deferentially looking away, and as I was doing my little embarrassing business on the lawn, and we both kind of grimaced through it like usual. And when she bent down to pick it up, I was gonna look away, but I saw the bag that she was using had this little like smiley face on it. And I realized, like, it's not like she likes doing that. It was like seeing my own crappiness staring back at me, just that thin little bag. And I thought, when was the last time I was grateful, like, for anything? I'm actually excited for my next session to tell Cheryl something positive for once, and I'm proud of myself. It felt good. I think I have like SADs or whatever, because this winter has been so gray and I've been really, really down on myself. And then literally the sun comes out for one day and all of a sudden it's totally different. Like, where all those dark feelings and like crippling pain, like a vitamin D deficiency, like, is it that predictable? And am I that shallow? And I feel like sometimes I talk a lot about myself, these like cycles of like what she said and how I feel, and I twist things around, and it's like, I just need to shut up sometimes. Just like, shut up. And like, it's not all just the sunshine, because like the car is a pretty major factor. Like, it's stupid how much I love the car. I know it's a cliche, but I love it. And I'm just happy to be driving, and like, I don't even care where I'm driving. And Nan's playing some Beyonce on the radio, and she's doing that stupid little butt dance, and I'm like, as happy as a puppy. And it's like, maybe I'm overcomplicating things. Maybe life is genuinely this simple. Like sunshine and Beyonce and going for a ride in the car, and that's it. Maybe life's that simple. There's like no easy way to say this. I have cancer. They operated on it, and Nan's taking it really, really hard, but it's to the point where I'm at least distracted from thinking about anything because I'm so busy trying to cheer her up, which is good, because it's like, what is me obsessing over it gonna change? Like, I'm completely out of control, and in a way that's a really good thing. It's like, you realize how trivial everything seems. Like, I would get so completely stressed out if my food bowl wasn't completely full, or I would get really angry at the cat next door, who is, like, to be fair, like a complete bastard, like borderline sadistic, sociopathic bastard. But now, like, I don't care. At least mostly, like, at least 70% don't care, and I'm calmer. It's been really hard, but in some ways, it's been positive. Anyway, like, we're gonna find out today how it went and if it got everything. And I'm nervous, obviously, but you know, staying positive. And Nan, of course, is a complete mess, like a complete runny nose, frizzy haired mess. But she's been so amazing and attentive and honest and real. And it's like, whatever we find out, I feel like we have this. For the first time in a long time, we really feel connected. And that's one good thing.